Well, good day, everybody. Glad you can join me. This will be a short video. All right, so DIY indoor greenhouse complete. 540 cells planted. I'm going to leave the lights on right now for 24 hours until I start to see some action in the seeds. As soon as it starts popping up through the earth, then I'm going to cut the light down to 16 hours until they're about probably 3 inches tall. And then once everything's 3 inches tall, I'll probably go down to about 12 hours. The heat mat is working great. The soil temperature right now, I have it regulated at 78 degrees Fahrenheit, holding very well. And my inside temperature, 28 degrees Celsius. And I just completed filling up all my racks, so she's probably take a few minutes to reach the 30. So anyways, job complete. Now I'll keep you up to date on the sprouting. Right now it's day 3. We're going to take a look at what we have and what sprouted. Day 1, all my green beans sprouted. Day 2, my yellow beans. And now we're going to, this is day 3, but now I'm going to check them all to see if we have any action in the peppers and whatnot. All right, so let's take a look. Okay, so my yellow beans, they're all germinated. I think I only have one cell that didn't come up yet. And that was on the second day. So they're doing very well. All right, so it looks like my gherkins are also sprouting, which is great. Okay, so day 3, white onions and my 6 zucchinis. No sign of germination as of yet. All right, my straight 8s. No sign of germination yet. Okay, so my turnip, again day 3, no sign whatsoever of germination. Okay, my red bell peppers, for them it's only day 2, and nothing yet. Okay, my orange bell peppers, again, only 2 days, nothing germinated yet. All right, so my red shepherd peppers, day 2, nothing sprouted yet. So my habaneros, day 3, nothing yet. My beefsteaks, nothing yet. And my grape tomatoes, nothing yet. My ghost peppers, nothing yet. But I have to take everything out of the bottom because I have that on a heat mat. And now what I put is I put about a cup and a half of water in the base, just because I don't want the earth to dry out. My other ones that are still on the top shelves, has probably maybe a little under a half a cup of water in each. They're good for another day. But these here were dry, so I'm going to fill these up. So anyways, it's day 3, and that was just an update on the germination of my seeds. All right, so that's the heat so far in my indoor greenhouse. Check that out. Just after a few days, you know, they germinated and sprouted within 24 hours. And then a couple days later, look at that. Ain't that something? I just planted them yellow ones right here about 30 hours ago. And they just came out again. Okay, so my turnip in the back. I had to replant them. I have no action there right now. But my beans are doing crazy. And then my cucumbers there, they're doing really well. That's the gherkins. They're doing very well. I also bought 4 4-inch fans. Runs off a USB. So I got a couple of my Anchor power packs. So that's the only shelf that's showing good life after a few days. So I got my 4 fans on that shelf. Now, I noticed on my heat mat in the bottom, I do have some action down at the very, very bottom with some of my peppers and that. They did come out, but we'll take a look at that in a couple more days. They just came out there probably this morning, last night. The rest of my peppers, I only have 1 that came out. And all my white onions, basically no action there either. But I just started a few days ago, you know what I mean? So, anyways, them beans, I don't know. I'm going to give them another week. But I may have to plant some more because these here might be too aggressive. I don't know. It's not even April yet. Anyways, that's what I've got so far. Okay, thanks. See you in a bit, guys. Just to show you, these little 4-inch fans sure does wonders, making your plants dance. They're growing very well. And they're dancing nicely. All right, so far, everything's doing good. My white onions, yeah, that didn't work out. So I planted some habanero lemon. And my grandson wants me to plant peas. So I planted him some peas. And my other peppers are starting to come out. It's the start of April, what is it, the 2nd today? So let's take a look at them. So right now, some of my orange peppers. So looks like only 2 cells are not germinated yet. My red shepherds, okay, they're doing good. What I'll do is I'll give them another couple days, and then I'll fill the cells. I'm happy with that. Okay, this one here I only got 2, oh maybe 3. So, like I said, they're just starting. Down here is all my habaneros. Again, they're just starting. So that's a good sign. Excuse me. And my beefsteak and my plums are doing all right. My ghost peppers, jalapenos, nothing. But like I said, it's only April 2nd. And that heat mat's working very well. April 14th. Unbelievable temperature. For the last 3 days, we've been having temperatures over 25 degrees Celsius. So I decided to bring all my plants outside. Check that out. These are my pepper plants. They're all doing very, very well. They're all habaneros. Doing excellent. And as you can see in my yard, in the last 3 days, we lost over 80% of our snow. Like, look at that. Unbelievable. Next week, we're going to get -5 and flurries. But anyways, right now, it's 25 degrees Celsius. So I decided to bring all my plants out. Get some breeze, get some real sunlight, and start hardening them off. Inside they have fans on them, steady, 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 but this is going to be all natural. Check that out. So as you can see, everything's doing wonders in that greenhouse of mine that I got in the kitchen. My straight 8s are suffering. I only got 2 out of 24 that actually germinated, so I'm going to have to redo them. My beefsteaks and my grape tomatoes are doing excellent. I decided to plant heads of lettuce. They're doing very well. But I also have a lot of flowers. Like I got royalty mix and royal carpet, and I got lavender and stuff like that in the house that I decided to plant. And that's to bring all the pollinators on. So I got some more beans that I've just planted the other day, and they're just starting to show themselves, but I figured, you know what? May as well bring them outside to enjoy the sun as well. But that's what I got so far. These these pole beans are starting to create runners. So I'm going to have to really keep an eye on that. But all in all, everything else is doing very, very well. Peas, probably 30% sprouted here, so I planted a whole new batch in the house. But this is just an update. But my peppers, I have lots, and they're just starting to come up again. All the cells that were empty. So that's good. Doing very well. So that's just a little update. But check out this snow. What a beating it's been taking. So I'll bring you back in a few more days. Okay, just an update on the plants. All my peppers are doing very, very well. I'm going to have to add some more water to them probably later today. My pineapples are doing good. They're not rooting yet, but all my beans are doing excellent. Even my pickles, gherkins, and my zucchini, crazy. I already have flowers on it. And look at all the buds in there. Crazy. I might be eating zucchini before I plant that in the garden. And then my tomatoes are doing good. And on this shelf here, I just planted these beans a couple days ago. And my peas are finally starting to come up again. I have lemon habaneros, didn't take. My heads of lettuce are all separated. My cabbage, I only have one out of about 20, so I'm going to have to plant some more. Out of my straight 8 cucumbers, I only had 2 out of 24 that took. But my thyme is coming up, dill's coming up, oregano's coming up, royal carpet's coming up. Yeah. And what else is coming up over there? Lavender is starting to come up. So, in about another week or two, I'll plant my my third session and keep rotating them. But everything's coming along pretty good. I just can't. My flower just opened today, and by tomorrow it'll be wide open. All right. I decided to add a different strawberry to my raised bed. In the raised bed, I have the smaller type. I'll put a picture here. Now, I started germinating these ones. There's roughly about 350 seeds per plate. And these ones here are the bigger variety of strawberry. I'll put a picture here. Okay, so now I got them in lukewarm water, and they said basically between 12 and 24 hours, and then sprinkle it on your earth, cover it lightly, and let them take effect and start growing. So right now that's what I'm going to do, and I'll get back to you when I see some action in the pots. I'm going to use both white ones there, one per plate. All right, so now it's the start of May, and we're in the first week. It's been raining for the last 4 or 5 days. Today's the first day that the sun's out, so I thought I'd bring my plants out to soak up whatever rays they can. They've been cooped up in the house way too long. So there's all my peppers. They're doing really well. My zucchinis, I don't know how many times I had to trim the flowers off it. Same as my gherkins. I gotta keep taking the flowers off them for now. Tomatoes, they're doing good. And all my heads of lettuce are doing good. As far as my regular cucumbers, English 8s, I only got the 2 plants. I had to reseed it yesterday. We'll see what happens. And all the bush beans are nice and green. I don't know. There's 9 heads of lettuce in here. 9 heads of lettuce in here. I'm going to have to transplant it in its own container probably next week. My peas are doing all right. Basil's just starting to come up. My time's been up for a while now. Oregano's doing good. Rosemary, I got 1. Sage, I have 2, and I replanted the rest, and my dill's doing good. As far as germination goes, it's not too bad. The greenhouse, indoor greenhouse, is doing wonders. Same as my heat mats for my peppers. Like all them peppers, man. Like that's was all on the heat mat, and they took off like crazy. Look how nice and green they are. Can't wait to put them in the garden. But again, it's going to have to be the 3rd week of June. But all in all, it's coming along pretty good.